Here are my recommendations for the best resume examples this year. So if you're getting your resume ready for job applications, make sure you're using one of these formats if you want to get more job interviews. So the very first resume example, of course, that I recommend is my own. It's a very clean and simple design. It's nothing too fancy, but it always gets the job done. And there's a few key elements in here that I want to point out. The very first is that I have a very clearly defined resume summary section. I do not have a resume objective. And if you want to know exactly why I recommend almost nobody ever use a resume objective, you're going to want to watch this video right here. But I've created and partitioned its own section at the top for my summary, and I even use these lines here to create visual breaks for my readers. The second thing you're going to want to notice is down here in the work experience section, I've provided a very short description of some of these smaller companies or lesser known companies so that recruiters may know or get a sense of what I'm working on and what this company is all about. I highly recommend you provide these very short descriptions if you're working for a startup. Obviously, if you're working for one of the largest companies or the most famous companies in your industry, you don't need to provide this type of summary. The next important thing to note about my resume example is that my education section is all the way down here at the bottom. This is because I am now an experienced professional and I have no longer been in school within the last 2 or 3 years. So if you're someone who's been working for more than 3 years, you do not need to have your education section at the top because it doesn't really carry that much weight anymore. It is not the main thing that we are going to be focusing on. If you have been working, then we really only care about your work experience. Now, what types of jobs is my resume a great example for? So this is a great example resume for a job in which you have direct experience in. So if you're already doing accounting and you're applying for an accounting job, this is the perfect resume that you need to follow. Also, if you are looking to re-enter the workforce after taking your break, this is also the type of resume that I recommend. And if you want a free coaching session, make sure you go ahead and sign up at CareerShakers.com. I have the link down in the description. Now, the next best resume that I recommend is from myperfectresume.com. And their name doesn't lie. This is one of the most perfect resumes that I have seen. It's also a very clean and simple design. It does use a little bit of color if you want to change things up. I like how the top here has its own section divider using these dots or dashes. But you'll notice one of the differences between this resume and my resume is that this one has a skills section here at the top. Now, you do not need to have a key skills and a summary of skills. It's extremely repetitive. You just need one or the other. Including a skills section on your resume is also great if you are looking to switch careers, because here you can highlight any transferable skills that you may have in your current role to what you are applying for. Now, if you are doing a career switch, one thing that I also recommend is down here in your work history, whenever you have these bullets describing what you've done at your job, I would recommend bolding any of the key transferable skills that you currently have. Now, this next resume here is one that I recommend for anyone who's applying for engineering, research, or any highly technical roles. The reason why I really like this resume format here is because they have a section here down at the bottom for your publications or any of your research or certifications or patents that you have. All of these are going to be key differentiators for you when you are applying for a highly technical role or an engineering role or a research position. This is typically one of the first things that hiring managers and recruiters will look up. Now, this resume template does have an association section here, and this is optional. In fact, I recommend that you remove it because it doesn't carry as much weight and is not really what we care about when you're applying for something like a software engineering, hardware engineering, or any research position. You'll also notice that the education section is not the very last section. It's somewhere in the middle, but it is not at the top. They still highlight their professional or work experience first, and then it's the education. When you are applying for highly technical roles, they're going to want to see if you have any PhDs, you have a master's degree, and what school you got them from. Because the more prestigious or the higher ranked that school where you got your degree is going to help you on paper. Now, for those of you who work in a slightly more creative field, this is the resume format that I recommend for you because it does have a little bit more pop and a little bit more color, but also gets all of the main things right. I really like this resume because it doesn't overdo it with the colors and it doesn't have any unnecessary formatting here. And you'll notice that it utilizes the full space that the page gives you. In fact, it actually uses color in the correct way. The way that you're supposed to use color or even bold or italics is to draw the reader's attention into specific areas. And here, they're using color to draw your attention towards their core competencies or their core skills, which is exactly where you want recruiters and hiring managers to focus. And when you use color correctly, like like this, it will help your resume pop and stand out, especially when you're comparing it to some of these more plain, safe, and a little boring resume templates that I showed you before, including my own. Now you'll notice I don't recommend any resumes like the one formatted here on the right-hand side. Even though it does have a green check mark, I don't recommend it for two reasons. The first is that it utilizes columns, which is not optimized for ATS. Also, it utilizes these self-rated skills section here down at the bottom. You can see they self-rated their own skills using a 5-star format, and they decided to give themselves 5 stars for email marketing campaigns, 4 stars, etc. Recruiters hate these self-rated skills assessments because it doesn't really mean anything. There's no way to know if you're actually 5 out of 5 stars or 4 out of 5 stars. Why you're 5 out of 5 and not 4 out of 5. These are pretty useless. So like I mentioned in the beginning, simple is always better. If they ever ask you to pay for a resume template, that should already be a red flag for you. You can pretty much just use any of the examples that I used in this video, which are clean and free and extremely effective. Now, if you want to know what to write on your resume so that you can get more job interviews, you're going to want to watch this video that I created right over here. Thank you all for watching, and don't be afraid to shake things up with your new resume.